Football is back, and the St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association will be bringing you live football on its website, www.sknfa.com, with Premier League Live. Without fans in the stadium due to COVID-19 protocols, you can now watch every single Premier League match this season on www.sknfa.com and click on Live TV. Games are shown live on every match day with halftime and post-game shows. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game.
Newtown native, of course. You said they're a lower ranked team, but I'm sure they too will be looking to atone for their sins. They really have to redeem themselves after that trouncing from Olo Jets, 12 goals to nil. So they have something to prove to Al.
Well, it simply cannot be another trouncing tonight for Southstars.
Well, we have always discussed that they were lucky to be up still because they were up because relegation was cancelled in that year. Relegation was cancelled, but promotion wasn't cancelled. So 2 teams came up and the 2 teams stayed up. The 2 teams that were supposed to be relegated, they were lucky. I think it was Olo Jets and Southstars was to go down that season. They're lucky to be up. Southstars maybe in some problems this season. Although Jets on the other hand, they're looking very well. A player is down, you're not missing any football at all. Newtown player is down.
That's Wumpy, captain.
Oh, that's Lake. Yeah, and Wumpy.
Yeah, Lake, yes. On the different suckers, I would say old bones. But he's a young man starting for Newtown.
Yes, surprisingly, he don't not normally start. He normally be the first change.
Comes off the bench.
Yes.
Well, he's been having reverse roles these later days, starting and staying out there for about 60 minutes. And on this occasion, he see that his team is ahead. His presence on the field is pushing them ahead.
Yeah, of course he'll be prone to injuries. He's been in the game for a while, so all those old knocks could be renewed. So he'll have to be very careful. But he's an experienced player. He would know how to ride challenges, and he would also know how to keep away from trouble.
Well, it's an interesting area, an area that we have debated for minutes on this podcast. It's just outside the box, about 8 yards outside the box, making it like a 28 yard or 29 yard. David Phipps sets his field, the referee. He has Rouse with him, he has James with him, Natalia James and Jaden Rouse. The carry Phipps is on it. I know Springer is on it. Phipps is measuring. Anwar is measuring. Anwar goes towards goal, and the easy ball for the goalkeeper in goal. That's Kevin Hanley getting back his number 1 spot in the Southstars goal. Then he donates the ball to Newtown.
Springer may have just overanalyzed that because he ended up doing absolutely nothing. Went straight to the goalkeeper, but he's the scorer of the first goal. A ball bubbling around in the area, and he just nudged it over with his head to give Newtown the lead. But here comes Southstars.
2 against 1. Newtown in control. No cause for fear. It was a break, yes, but Newtown defense had read it. It's a true ball, straight true ball through the center, easy ball to read. 2 defenders just collapsing it and knocked it away. And here they come again, down the line. Finding help, then they go across into the center forward channel. A young man apologizing for not being able to to pick it up. That's the carry. Now he gives chase and forces the ball into touch from pressure. He gets it back. Looking to turn. Jabari trying to go to the far side. Brown. No, says the defense for Southstars. It's Matthew. Ball eventually knocked away by Matthew. Throw into Newtown. Here they come again, probing, searching, asking for something on the left hand side. The cross comes in, clearance, Matthew missed, cleared by the Southstars defense. Again the upenders Washington player. Isaac knocks it down. Isaac is under pressure. Good tackle from in the midfield. Hanley running into trouble. Shamari Hanley. Fortunately for him, well, it's a little ground battle. We'll see it eventually going. And the guilty party was the Newtown player. Getting a yellow card in the process. What? I think it's the second one for the night. Ricardo Archibald picked up one earlier. There was a Newtown player who picked up the card. That's the Carry Phipps, claiming his innocence. You see the return of Rashid Harris in the centre midfield centre back for Southstars. He takes it now, hammers it up to the left side. Met well by Newtown. They clear their lines into safety now, going downfield, turning safety into danger. Clear ones, Newtown gets it. Jabari slams it at goal, blocked down by the Southstars defense, and they can counter. Through the middle they come. Losing out to Newtown. Newtown takes over. Mills. Rasim Thomas. Jabari Isaac. And then trying to link into the carry, it doesn't work. Looks like Batiste. Batiste on his far side, Kian Batiste. Batiste has a chance to make amends. Gives it back to Thomas. Batiste trying to find Jabari. Picks up the carry instead. The carry sends him down the flank. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Can he cross? Yes, he can. The cross comes in. And heads go up as Ricardo heading for safety. Giving a corner to Newtown. But Newtown putting pressure on the Southstars. Searching for goal number 2, as you rightly said, Watts. And it looked like they almost got there just now.
Another good move by Newtown. Ball into the box, played into the box, was headed over, conceding a corner kick. So it's going to be a corner kick for Newtown. And yeah, let's see what's going to can Newtown get.
Batiste takes it, heads go up. Again, man was all alone, but just couldn't get direction. It looked like Racine Thomas, one of the taller players on the field tonight, playing in the right back position. Again, they look to press, keeping the ball at the half. They try to go long. Mills robbed them of that idea. Newtown go forward, then back, and looking to go forward again. Forced back, picked off. Southstars counting well indeed. Crisp passes so far. Pass comes in now, headed towards goal. Let's watch it. Sail passes, Western upright.
Yeah, the Scobie Collins with a header. It was a good header, a good one by him. Unfortunately, it was some distance out, so he couldn't generate enough power to beat the goalkeeper. And the ball just sliding off his head and went wide of the goalkeeper. But a good one by him to get into that position and attack the ball in the box. Very good playing. But as I said, it was too far for him to generate enough pace.
Here is Newtown in midfield. Played advantage. They probably have to get it back via the FIFA fair play rules.
Yes, being back east, yeah.
So the player going down for Southstars. Okay, he's halfway up. Magic spray comes out. Gets a little reassuring pat from Jenny Pine. This is Kivallo Jeffers who got injured. And so we just clear up the field now with the injured players going to the far side. He's limping. Kivaldo. But he's okay. Play restarts. Newtown obeys the FIFA fair play rule, and they give the ball back to Southstars. Hanley it is. Now they restart. Long ball from Ricardo, trying to search for Shamari. Wasim climbing. Winning the ball. Newtown. Brown, then Isaac, then Lake. Lake losing out to a number of players there. Slajon and company try to rob Lake of the ball. He gets it back. Gives it up to Keon Baptiste, who dribbles past one man. Decent and company robbing of the ball, then they go try to go long, but only as far as the defense. One of the Browns playing centre back. They're forced Springer to the right. Springer has been usually in the centre midfield for Newtown. But with this combination tonight, he has to play left back. You have Brown, Mills, Thomas, and Springer at the back four for Newtown. Barry Isaac, another Brown, Keon Baptiste, Lake, and Dakari. Here comes Pacheco. Pacheco is fouled, goes down heavily. Southstars player John Thompson colliding with Erickson Pacheco. And there it is, seemed to be struck in the midriff. Let's hope that he's okay. Newtown already in trouble in terms of goalkeepers being injured. Their number one goalkeeper is injured already. He's not been seen for a while. And on one occasion they had to put a regular field player in the goal. I think it was Kimmy Brown who goalkeeped against Keon. And now their replacement goalkeeper, a young man, looks as if he's from Dominican Republic, Spanish descent. Judging from the name and keeping your ears close to the goal, you shouldn't have noticed.
Yes, well, there's a very large Spanish population in Newtown, so I'm not surprised. Newtown and Irish Town. Eventually, they're gonna get some Spanish players in their team, players with Spanish name. Erickson Pacheco came out comfortably, catch the ball, and then that Southstars player Dejon Thompson clashed into him. Number 19, yes, Dejon Thompson clattered into him, and well, he's up now, a bit gingerly, but as you said, these Newtown coaching staff would be very happy if he's able to continue to play.
Yes, I don't think they want to put another player in the goal, although Kimmy Brown did a good job under the circumstances. Yeah, they're trying to build Newtown. They've gotten over to the left side eventually. They go from center to right to center to left. Now they try to go on the left flank. They go back to Springer. Springer trying to change around. Brown, Isaac, Lake, Mills. All Newtown so far. Now they're probing deep. Trying hard to get to the carry. He gets the ball just into the box now. He's been monitored by Descent. He goes back for Isaac. Isaac is under pressure. Knocks it back to the carry. The carry trying to get around the cross. Goes to the ground. Ball eludes his control and goes into touch for a goal kick to Southstars. Just about 10 minutes more to go before the halfway mark. Southstars try to build from behind, from deep. Newtown pressing. Ball put into touch. Gassim Thomas couldn't get the correct direction on that one. He wins back the ball, he sends it forward. The carry is trying to lead on Kian Baptiste. He doesn't read it. Got the invitation but couldn't attend. Southstars meanwhile. From short to long. John and Kivaldo and Shamari, they combine to knock the ball into touch. Kian. Mills. Now decide to change sides. Brown. Back to Mills. Mills going wide. Thanks Thomas. Thomas gives back to Mills. Mills go big, long, hard, downfield. Only Rashid Harris is giving chase. Controls with ease, has time and space. Chips it forward. Again, interception by Newtown. Racine Thomas. Brown. He go down the left side. Man can break. No, upended by the defender. And the defender seems to have injured himself. He stays up though. Now they go long. Sean Hewlett. Ball changes sides. Shamari tries to pick it up. Kian Baptiste is there. Southstars down the left flank. The line. Interferent play. Southstars loses out to Newtown. Mills. Isaac. Mills chips over. Finds Zakari, who's jacked back. Overlapping Jabari. Lake is on his horse. Riding out already. Disappointed that he didn't get that one. Jabari Isaac donated it to Southstars. Southstars can counter. Smart rainbow move there. Then he tries to go into the middle. Met by Mills. Big clearance from Mills. Deshaun heads it back. Trying to find Hanley. As Shamari Hanley has company. Kian Baptiste. They're asking for a foul. Finally, Phipps agrees. Limping off the field is Cavallo Jeffers. Deshaun. Deshaun Hewlett tried a long, deep searching ball. It didn't work. Counter attack by Newtown with Lake. Lake sends it across the goal mouth. Finds Kelvis Hanley. Hanley goes upfield. Finds Shamari Hanley eventually. They try to go forward. This looks like Darius Liddy. Trying to get past Racine. Racine wins it. Then goes with the overlapping one. Gets it up to... That's Dagny Roberts wearing number 19 tonight for Newtown. The carry. Dribbles forward, then drops it off to Kian. Then they try to get back to the carry. The carry taking now one man, stabs it out to the far side. This could be dangerous. The man coming in free, changes motion, hits at Hanley. Hanley blocks it down. But an excellent chance there for Newtown to go further ahead.
Very good chance indeed. A clear-cut chance there, but goalkeeper did well. He stood up, Al. He didn't panic. He stood up.
Again.
Another chance again.
This time it's offside.
Goalkeeper was very brave indeed. He stood up and he didn't panic. And as the player released his shot, he was able to block it. Good stop. Seemed like, yes, they're having a forced change, I would think, because we're just minutes away from half-time. Number 7 is coming in.
Forced change indeed. Dylan Morton. Listed as a captain, but didn't start tonight. Probably got there late. He's one of their main midfield man. The set piece taker as well. Now he comes in to replace Kivallo Jeffers, who has been injured. With just about 5 minutes to go to the interval.
Substitution for the Southstars. Out number 17, Kivallo Jeffers in number 7.
Here comes Newtown with Mills. Mills trying to get around Lejon. Gets off the pass. But Ricaldo intercepts and clears not very far. Eventually go forward. Again he's offside. On me? He asked. Yes, you're offside. Here comes Southstars. Quick counter down the right side, their right side. Newtown defense meets it well, and can turn defense into attack. They go on the left side. It's the man Kian Battis who has shifted sides. Dagny Roberts has come to the right side. Newtown combining well. I even attempted to use the referee. Eventually they clear. A quick counter by Newtown. Shamari Hanley can get there. Gets there too. And Patrico comes off his line. Clears. But only as far as Dylan, who puts it down for Southstars to come again. So Dylan Morton. Then Deshaun Hewlett. Hewlett trying to go over to Siobhan Matthew. Matthew gets it. Goes back to Hewlett. Hewlett chips it forward. Looking for help. This man is onside. Return pass to Hewlett, who sends it down the flank. Expected the winger to give chase, but couldn't do so. Here comes Newtown with a quick counter. Player going to the ground. Whistle going. He was illegally muscled off the ball. And there you see the usual, claiming his innocence. Looks like Matthew pleading his case before the court. And as a referee, the single arbiter in this case, is found guilty and sent packing. Free kick to Newtown is the punishment.
Southstars coming a bit alive in the finishing minutes of this first half. But here comes Newtown.
Springer headed away. Morton picked up. Southstars picked it off and they go from right to left. Find Shamari. Shamari trying to get a one-time pass in. Kidman Brown just monitored it and allowed it to go to Erickson. Patrico, the keeper, he gets it, pumps it downfield. Newtown wins it back again after they lost the distribution. Then they go to the right side, finds Dagny Roberts. Roberts comes on the inside, trying to go forward. A number of players combine on him to knock it away. Deshaun, it's a hit to the head injury. He goes down. Let me see a little buzz in his ear as he got a little knock on the head. Let's hope it's not bleeding. He's okay. Big man. Looks tough. Walks around. Gulps him some oxygen. Rubs the spot. And he's alright again. Ricardo was big. Mills, an important head. Back to the same man, Deshaun Hewlett. He goes back for help in Rashid Lampard Harris. He goes to the right side. Hewlett trying to free the man down the channel. Miscommunication between Newtown goalkeeper and his defender. Forced to play the ball at the last moment. Now they go forward.
Well, we're in the 45th minute.
Here is Southstars trying to work their way forward. Springer and company have other ideas. They go forward. Springer gets it to lead down the left flank. As we see, just 1 minute being added to the first half as extra time. Vaughan, Thomas going back to his keeper. Erickson. Keeper helping Newtown to maintain possession. Now they go down the left flank. Now to the centre forward channel. Brown gets there. Hanley gets there, sorry. Clears onto the man. Almost ricocheted into the goal. But Ricardo Hanley was there to clean up the mess.
Yes, goalkeeper Hanley clearing on the unrushing player. And almost getting a rebound into his own net. But on the far side, the player is down. Referee goes over. The player is rolling. Must be in some pain there. Referee now blows the whistle for half time. So at half time, Newtown leading this encounter 1-0. A goal scored by Anwar Springer in the 13th minute.
Ricardo Archibald was that player. He's up and good now. And with that information, we go down to Master Control and come back. We'll come back with more action for you.
Coming up is the Premier League Live halftime show.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, small appliances, and much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court, or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caravana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles and more, cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry and much, much more. Their prices are unbeatable and customer service is second to none. Shop at Caravana on Liverpool Row Bastair. Call 465-1745. At Caravana, find value supplies at great prices.
It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigger business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos. Local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And we have lots of room for you advertisers. And advertising is free right now. You heard me right. Free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
This is the Premier League Live halftime show.
Yes, Southstars will be looking to get a point from this game. After that trouncing from Oro Jets, they expected them to come a bit shell-shocked tonight after that 12-0 against Oro Jets. But they look good so far, although this game easily could have been a 4-0 so far. But they're being steadfast at the back. Newtown got close to doubling the lead, but didn't. So they're still in the game, Al, which is good. Just 1-0 in favor of Newtown. Southstars still with a chance to get their first point for the season.
Well, it looks like they're doing a lot of counter-attacking, soaking the pressure and countering, not really getting into the area where they can cause trouble. But at the start of the counter-attack, it's good. They continue the counter-attack.
That's a big thing. It's kind of disappointing to see them getting forward, getting just over the halfway line, but not going any further at all. Their counter-attack petering out disappointingly, and they really need to put some passes together. As I said, they look good, they're under pressure, and they're looking to come out from the back, looking to counter-attack. But unfortunately, they're not getting into the attacking third.
Well, if I may repeat, at the start of the commentary, I said that some of the fans in Newtown were quite disappointed. If I could repeat some of the comments that I saw on Facebook. Lord, not even Deadly equals Newtown to be. What have we come to? Do they look like they're returning to the regular Newtown tonight, the way they're playing the ball? They've changed up a number of players. We'll get back to that, but do you think they've returned to winning ways? They return to the regular Newtown? Challenge for a 6 spot?
Well, first they must start getting a good run together and pick up some momentum before they could start thinking about Super 6, Al. And they might put some pressure, and then they might be playing the situation instead of trying to play the game that they're in. So I'm sure Newtown can. This can be the start, Al. Reset. This could be the start of a good run for Newtown. Get this game. Make sure keep a clean sheet and get as many as about 4 goals. That will give them some confidence going into the next game.
Well, 4 goals if scored tonight for Newtown will be an improvement for Southstars. Southstars at the bottom. Really, they need a big boost in order to even get a little bit of room, a little wiggle room away from Deep Bay, away from Hot Springs Bath.
Yes, and they need to, because they would be the favourites, Al, to stay up above Bath and Deep Bay. And we now have the stats, Al.
Yes, showing that Newtown had 5 shots on goal. 3 of them were on target. They've committed about 4 fouls to 5 fouls. The yellow cards were 1 each. The offside twice. Newtown, I could recall Carey going forward and claiming he wasn't offside. And then 2 corner kicks. So Newtown looking fairly comfortable from the stats. Meanwhile, Southstars, just 1 shot on goal, none on target. And they picked up a yellow card in the process. Nothing much to call home about. They'll have to do much better than that based on their stats. Even put some more pressure to get corner kicks and to create a similar goal more melee like what Anwar knocked in at the early part of the game.
Yes, and they're quite capable of doing it. They can, surprisingly, Ian Rumpelake, he started. We normally see him coming on. Oh, he might just put in a few minutes in the first half and maybe a few minutes in the second half. And then he'll be substituted. But he'll be looking to get the next goal in this game, at least to double the lead for Newtown.
Well, that is the situation here at Warner Park. Newtown looking to double their lead, and Southstars looking to save some pride by first of all, not losing too heavily, and second of all, swinging us a surprise. Let's wait and see. Let's come back and see exactly what will happen. Back to Master Control.
This is the Premier League Live Halftime Show.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court. Or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles and more, cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry and much, much more. Their prices are unbeatable and customer service is second to none. Shop at Caribana on Liverpool Row Bastair. Call 465-1745. At Caravana, find value supplies at great prices.
It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch our news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigga business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos, local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And we have lots of room for you advertisers, and advertising is free right now. You heard me right, free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
This is the moment when your questions at halftime will be answered as we resume the second half. We see David Phipps out there with his two assistants. Latoya James, also a female football player. She plays for Keon. And Jaden Rouse. Jaden Rouse is number 1, Latoya is number 2. And Gums is down there doing the fourth official duties. That's Reginald Gums. We don't see any changes for Southstars. Newtown has just joined us. Don't see any changes for them either. Mr. Lake is still there, playing in the number 9 spot. He has Dakari with him. Jabari Isaac is also in midfield. Dagny Roberts has gone wide. Kian Battis is on the other right side. They've been doing a lot of changes of their personnel. Kian was out for a while. Has to sit tonight to give room to spring out to go to the left side. The bounce right there. Ever so faithful sub in Newtown. Rasim is now settled into the right back spot, into the number 2 spot. Kimmy Brown and Kevin Brown. They've served Newtown well, they've worked hard for their places. It ends up in attacking position, but both of them are known defensive players. Here they come, Southstars. Looking nothing like when they got that mauling from Olo Jets. They are competing now, they're playing football now. In that game, it looked as if they gave up after a while. They were so embarrassed. They didn't want to play. Just on the field, hoping for the whistle to go. Just was having a field there.
Yes. They were just in the field waiting for hoping that the whistle would have gone for full time.
Springer, a walk in the wing, a sliding tackle coming in from Matthew. Good tackle, well timed.
Our just started, and they starting all the games like that. Even the first game against Saddles, which they lost 4-0. That's the way they started.
Yeah, they should not have lost that game. That should have been it's a 4-4 draw.
Yes, exactly. Yes, I agree with that one. Yes. But yes, they were hit for a big six. That's Southstars.
That's a night that Mr. Taekwani Williams would want to forget. he would simply erase that night and replace it with the night against Southstars in his memory banks.
Oh yes, that first game. Yes.
Headed away. Corner, says David Phipps. I agree with him. That one was headed away by the Southstars defense.
But yes, they were really shell-shocked. Southstars were really shell-shocked. Hit for 6 in the first half and hit for another 6 in the second half. So that's 12, considering 12 goals against Olo Jets. But they're looking good tonight, looking to redeem themselves. Ball is headed out and be picked up in defense by Brown. Brown looking to push the ball back forward, but they're still looking to go forward. 1-0 in favor of Newtown.
Here they come again. Newtown looking for 2. Stopped on that occasion. Southstars can go down their left flank. They come to the center. Picked off by Newtown. Knocked forward by Southstars. Picked off again by Newtown. This time Mills. Mills preferring to bound your boards. sknfa.com says Mr. Mills. So throwing to Southstars. Long ball from Mills up to Lake. Lake got robbed. Morton. Interception from Mills. Well timed, well positioned from Morton that time. They find Roberts. Roberts speeding on the inside. Running into trouble. Knocked the ball knocked away from him, but only as far as his teammate in Kian Batiste. Batiste comes forward. 3 players combine to take the ball away from him. One of them is Hewlett. Hewlett goes long forward now. Finds a man speeding on the right flank. Looks like Gomes. Gomes just doesn't have enough speed. He was up on his bike, pedaling away, but just couldn't latch onto that one. Clarissa Gomes.
Yes, Clarissa Gomes making a valiant effort there to keep the ball alive. Fortunately, lost the race and the ball went over the byline for a goal kick. Referee blowing his whistle for.
Yes, Mr. Eriksson didn't let the ball to settle.
Yes.
Now he does. Gives it out to his defender. Brown went into trouble. Was able to clear his lines. Had just enough space for disaster struck. Averted all danger. Now they come forward. This man is offside. No, cleared by Ricardo Archibald. Again, I'm clearing. The chipping is forward, trying to find a man speeding forward. Lejean puts it out to a shot on goal and scrabbling him. Eriksson committing everything. His skin, his legs, his arms to try to scramble that one away as he was totally out of position. The ball came forward. It was almost a 50-50. He knocked it away, but only as far as an unrushing Southstars player. It looked like Hanley. And there you see, diving, scrambling, legs, arms, everything failing to keep that one out.
And he was disappointed, Al, as he pounded the ground in exasperation because he really should have done better with that one.
Yes.
I
think he stumbled more than dived, And so when he landed with the ball, he thought he would have been able to keep it in touch.
Well, that was a perfect opportunity to get the equalizer for Southstars. As I said, they're looking good after that trouncing from some Jets. Here they are with a corner kick now. Let's see if they can make use of it.
Corner comes in now, high to the far side. Headed away by Springer. Picked off by Southstars. Liddy. Matthew. Headed away by Newtown. Mills. Then Jabari Isaac, but no one is forward from the town. Rashid has an easy clearance, going as far as Mills. Springer settles it. Springer, good drag back turn. Then he goes forward, finds Rashid Harris. Harris gives it to Dylan Morton. Morton turns, twists, turns, look one there, goes the other, then turns again. Then a beautiful penetrative long ball to the far side, finds Hanley free. with a bit of space, just enough room to walk. But Racine using his long legs to take it away. Now he gets help from Brown. Brown pumps it upfield, but only as far as the boundary boards throw in to Southstars. In fact, it looked as if the ball ricocheted from a Southstars player. Made my call so wrong. It's a throw into Newtown instead. They're coming forward. Hewlett leaving it to Ricardo. Ricardo trying to find Morton. Morton picked off by Newtown defense. Then they give it to Jabari. Jabari into Dagny Roberts. Roberts back to Jabari. Jabari to Springer. Springer stabs it forward. Finds straight away Dagny. Dagny is in the box. He can cross. No. Rashid is keeping him at bay. Rashid Harris. Good bodily run by Rashid Harris.
Yes, good run by Rashid Macken. Checking his player. Well, Roberts really, his first touch was a poor one. A bit too heavy. Whistle goes for infringement. And infringement, is it against? It's against.
I think it's against Matthew. He probably nicked Mr. Dagny Roberts. Apologizing now. It was unintentional. They take it quickly. Springer, Isaac. They're forced to go back. Brown, Mills going upfield long, trying to find help. Lake. That player is offside. Easy call for Latoya. Racking up good marks as a second assistant.
It's good to see Southstars playing competitive football. I mean, after they were routed by Jets, expecting them to come a bit.
LeJohn Thompson, meanwhile, working against two defenders. He tried, but couldn't get through. You're saying what?
You expect them to be a bit demoralized, but they're looking good out there. Well, we don't normally refer to this as one of the Bastard derbies, but it is a derby, not the traditional derby. West and East and Central Bastille. But these two teams are from the Bastille area. So it is a local derby.
Southstars is seen as the stepchild of West Bastille.
Of West Bastille.
When you think of the Bastille derby, you think of West versus East.
Yes.
The traditional village versus Newtown.
Right.
But this is village junior team, so to speak. I hope I'll be forgiven for this. But overall, over the years, the better players, quote unquote, tend to move towards village. And at one point, we saw a movement where Southstars supplied village with players.
Very much so. Very much so. But they've really acquitted themselves good tonight.
But fortunately for them, they've had enough quality players to dominate the Division 1. If not dominate, they came runners up to security forces, I think it was. And they were able to save themselves. Shot on goal from Mr. Clarissa Gomes.
Well, they've looked good. That's the second time they've gotten inside the Newtown box or just outside the box and able to get a shot off. So they've looked good so far. Yeah. Normally their second half is not as good as their first. But they've come out in the second half and they've looked to score. And so they're staying positive, although they're 1-0 down, or they're being forced to defend.
Well, apart from the last game, which they lost 12-0, it's mostly the second half of the second half that provides problems for them.
Yes, very much. They just don't finish at all. For some reason, they don't play the 90 minutes.
Here they come, competing well, forcing a throw. And Gomes, I saw for a moment ago another person in the person of Ronaldo Nisbet, who has a number of goals for Southstars warming up. There you see Coach Javon Francis. Cross comes in. No, it doesn't come in. It stays out. Goal kick. Taking shot. Springer. Roberts. Picked off by Morton. Brazen enough to try to claim the throw, even though he knocked the ball away. Springer. Substitution. John Thompson will come out, number 19. The player who I saw warming up in number 13, Ronaldo Nisbet. Very good football name. Lake. High long ball in the box. Handley clutching onto it, not so cleanly. Little cause for concern, but eventually got it. Jabari Isaac trying to find the carry Phipps. Phipps comes all the way back, gets involved, wins the ball, gets it back, sends it over, trying to find Lake.
Substitution to find the Southstars. Out number 19, Bishop Thompson, in number 13, Ronaldo Nisbet, in the 6th.
Here is Nisbet, working hard, getting out of a crowd, trying to go off to Corvus Collins. Couldn't get Collins. The defense for Newtown picked off the ball, went back to the goalkeeper. Now they're looking to counter. Lake trying to go down the left flank. Macho just nicks it just in time. Then releases Dylan. Dylan chips it over, trying to find Nisbet. Nisbet is not there. They're all looking for the true ball. And now they get it. Shot on goal. Coming from Corvus Collins, it's blocked down and countered by Newtown with Roberts. Ball knocked away by Matthew.
Yes, we're just on the hour mark, all, and it's still 1-0. We're going to see some tactical changes, but here is Newtown. Newtown looking to increase their lead. But as I've been saying, good game by Southstars. They're the only team yet to score a point. They have Date there.
They have a point.
1
Yep.
point. Yeah, and
Bath and
4. Bath got a drawn game against Conwy, and they beat this same team, Southstars. They got a victory over Southstars, so they're now on 4. Southstars wouldn't want to be written off too early as a relegation candidate.
Doesn't look good for them though. So Mary, ball dropping favorably in the back of the net. It's level pegging here. 1-1. Southstars at the moment at least has a point.
Well, they must have heard me, Al, because that is the equalizer that could well give them a point. It was a well-run goal. As I said, the ball fell nicely to him, and he just helped it over. He took his time. He didn't lose composure at all. That was very good. He didn't panic, and he got the ball over the goal line from close range to give Southstars the equalizer, and that could well give Southstars a point.
Corvus Collins it is.
Corvus Collins is the goal scorer. Yes, but he positioned himself well.
So he read the play and sped onto the ball. Now Newtown forced to rebuild. 30 minutes, or a little less than 30 minutes left. They're deep in their own half. Mills went up long. Ricardo.
It was coming, Al, because they have had two
felt the energy.
chances. So they've looked good so far in the second half. And I said it was coming, and it did come. Corvus Collins getting the equalizer in the 60th minute. But here comes Newtown. Newtown would be ruined because they really should have done better.
Again, they're upended. Southstars regaining possession through a throw-in. Matthew, sorry, not Matthew. Yes, that's Siobhan Matthew. I'm correct. Siobhan Matthew taking the throw. Newtown knocking it away. A little progress for Southstars going down the line. Again, he's demonstrating with his bench, indicating what's happened. He's called into action. Goes across the box. Find the heads of Newtown. Settled by Jabari Isaac. Oh, a late hit. Advantage play. Now the whistle will go and the referee will deal with that man.
Very good advantage play allowed there by the referee. It was a crunching tackle. You could hear the clattering as the player rushed into him. But the referee allowed the player to continue looking for the advantage to materialize. He didn't. Referee pulled the play back and now issued the card. Newtown players are not happy with that tackle.
You can see Jabari Isaac. He didn't expect the tackle because he already passed the ball.
Yes.
He came rather late.
Yes.
And now the players are crawling around. Even their own players are pushing away Carlo Archibald because he has no call there. He's a defender. Stay away from the incident. He was all the way in the back line in the half.
Yes, Southstars will have to be careful. They don't want to derail themselves now after gaining the momentum with the equalizer. Equalizer by Corvus Collin in the 60th minute. So Deshaun picking up a yellow card in the 63rd minute. The Newtown player is still down. But Newtown will be very disappointed indeed to concede a goal. This is the second half, but it must be told that Southstars look better than Newtown in this the second half. They came out, they had a few chances up front. At least one on target, and then they had a chance to score a goal, which they didn't. Corvus Collin didn't hesitate at all, putting that one to the back of the net, giving Southstars the equalizer and giving them a chance to get the first point. If the scoreline stays this way, they'll be picking up the first point of the season. They have another 26 minutes or so to maintain the scoreline, or at least, better still, get the go-ahead goal to give them to turn 1 point into 3 points. But Newtown will be thinking the same as they're with the ball now in the back, looking to build from the back.
Looking to build from the back, but I think the player went off it. I don't think he needed to go off because on the play, the man got a yellow card. And so in that way, he could have stayed on the field, but maybe he wanted some extra treatment. So Newtown down to 10 men right now, not sure a red card, through injury. The man Jabari Isaac is off. Throwing to them, throwing to Newtown. Wasim will take it, Wasim Thomas. Nodded away by Southstars. Long ball forward, no one in there in particular. They've asked for Erickson to come forward and collect it. He rolls it out to Brown. That's Kimmy Brown. Picks off by Handy. Upended by Newtown. Clean play by Mills. Handy goes down in disbelief. Newtown meanwhile countering. Keon. Dakari. They're going square. Finds Roberts. Roberts asking for overlapping of Springer. The man who's injured is back on. That's Isaac. He's looking to get it. Frees himself. Still doesn't get it. Trying to get over the corner is Jabari. Knocking away is Mr. Siobhan Matthew. Anwar gets help from Roberts, who gets it back. They exchange passes. Springer meanwhile walking his way in the middle. Leading Lake down the flank. Lake saves it to Isaac. Isaac pushes into Springer. Springer turns his man, crosses, and knocked away vehemently by the Southstars defense.
Yes, they were defending for all they were. They really now seeing at least a 1 point from this game. So they have something to defend, Al, and so they're going to defend diligently to maintain this lead, to maintain a parity, at least get the lead. Newtown is now with a corner kick.
Nearing the 78-minute mark, headed away again for another corner kick. They're playing with some purpose now. They really believe that they can either draw this game or pull off a surprise victory. I don't see any defensive, tactical moves in this team, especially since the ball scored. Here comes the ball again, the corner again. Whistle goes. Something Mr. Phipps picked up in the box.
But the game is set up nicely for interesting end to it. As Southstars said, look for the first point. Newtown looking to redeem themselves.
This man is onside. Dakari walks his way to a shot. Hanley diving, pushing away. Second attempt, scrambling it, covering it.
Oh, that was a good save, a good diving save there by the goalkeeper. Didn't take it on the first attempt, but then recovered. But Newtown has come alive now.
Well, the game has come alive because Southstars is playing as if they really want the 3 points. I'm seeing some energy from them. Let's hope the energy will last the next 21 minutes. Here comes Dagne, trying to walk the man across the box. It goes headed, miss, shot on goal.
That was another very good save again. Al, good intervention there, using his left foot. It was a close range shot. Just look at the rebound. He followed up well. Goalkeeper, was that going to goal, towards goal? Anyway, goalkeeper stuck out his foot.
I think the carry was the man who had the first and the best chance, the better chance of the play. Now they go forward with the counter. Picked off by Mills. Mills, he goes wide, finds an overlapping Springer. Springer looks up, picks the gap, finds Roberts. Roberts goes square, finds Brown. Brown goes over to Batiste. Batiste crosses to the far side, heads go up. Green, first ball. Green, second ball. They are clear their lines. Clarissa, that man is offside.
They're way offside. But we was Newtown all the time. All of a sudden Newtown just come alive and they're getting into the box. They're getting the crosses in. They're getting men into the box to attack the crosses. They were too flat coming out in the second half. While
I would answer by saying, where was Southstars all the time? Southstars is going toe-to-toe with Newtown. They're soaking at the pressure and running the counters.
Yes. But he's really having a nice competitive edge to it now. It's end-to-end action. Southstars fancying themselves to get full points from this game. As it is now, they have 1 point, but they're looking to get 3 points from it.
And if Newtown will again draw with one of the lowly ranked teams, I think this time they have to hide.
like Germany, like Germany did.
Yes, that's the reference I'm making.
Yeah.
Not once, but twice. You join with number 12 and number 11. Come on.
A big team in Newtown. Not only big team, but big club.
Come out to do their shopping with bed sheets over their heads that no one will recognize them, and they turn them and they're coming across the box. Clear ones from Newtown. Not very far. Shot on goal. Blocked. Southstars up in Newtown's neck. They reprieve with a handball. An inadvertent handball, but those are the kind of calls that are done nowadays. Foul. They drop back. They collapse into a defensive shape. Seeing Archibald, Harris, Matthew, and Darius Liddy making that curve. Now here they go forward with Dylan. Dylan's a good player. Dylan sends it forward. Nisbet trying to get onto it. Erickson gets here first.
Bit too heavy there by Dylan, trying to find the unwashing player there. But a bit too heavy. But still, here comes Newtown.
Pushed off the ball by Liddy. Sends forward Shamari Hanley. No, Nisbet too is giving chase. Man Mills is forced to play safety. Hits the ball for 4 onto the cricket side.
Yes, safety first policy. Getting the ball into safety and getting his players back. Newtown will be very much disappointed if they don't get full 3 points from this game. They had a chance. They look well. Seem like they're becoming like Keon, where they play according to the opposition, play up or play down. They had a very good game against St. Paul's, or they lost that game 1-0.
Yes.
But they had a very good game against St. Paul's. But here tonight, they're looking like they're going to drop another 2 points after dropping 2 points against Dietbe. So they're dropping points against teams that are below them all.
Way below them in terms of the ranking and in terms of the pedigree. Southstars is a team not very accustomed to the Premiership.
Exactly.
They've been up there for several years ago and then escaped last year. Looking to escape again this year.
Well, it'll be good for as far as the competitive nature of the league is concerned. To see Dietbe getting points from Newtown, Southstars getting points from Newtown, to see St. Peter's beating St. Paul's, and then Jets beating St. Peter's. But here comes Newtown. This could be it.
No, this can't be it. That's so, 5 mile offside.
5
miles offside. Latoya James is getting some easy points. Newtown is giving her some points as a referee assistant number 2. Because she just stood there, looked the man in his face and saw that he was way past the defender. Over exuberant. Too anxious. Too far ahead of the play.
Could it be the first time in the season, first time ever in Newtown history that they'll be in the relegation zone? Not saying they're going to be there forever, but Newtown couldn't find themselves in the bottom 2 all after 10 games. That would be historical. That would be historical if Newtown were to find themselves in the bottom of the table after 10 games.
Well, they've been in the bottom half, so to speak, for quite some time.
Well, this is bottom. We're talking about in relegation zone in 2 teams, bottom 2 teams.
Well, they're on 4 points.
They're on 4 points now.
Well, let's say 5 if the game stands this way, stays this way. Just about 50 more minutes ago, but that effort is in vain as the ball was deemed to have gone outside. Robert's not happy with that at all. Now the substitution being rung in. Out goes Lake as we expected. It lasted a lot more time than we anticipated. It looks like Anjanel Esdell. Again, they're giving us a lot of nightmares. In the last match he played in the number 2. Tonight he has on the number 7. Should not be allowed to do that. Once you're registered for a number, that's your number for the entire season. But there are some nuances with jerseys that come already numbered. Can't afford to miss that, Ricardo, but he misses and recovers. Gives it to Hanley. Hanley fakes, then goes out to the center. Again is Deshaun Hewlett fouling a Newtown player. He has got to be careful. He has a yellow card already.
In the 76th minute.
Newtown surging forward now, pouring forward from the free kick. They want the first ball, they want the second ball. They want the numbers in the box for when the cross comes in. It's blocked down by Southstars. Big throw is expected. Taking shot to the flag. Picked off by the Southstars defense. One back by Newtown. They share the ball from right to center. Brown Brown goes to left. Springer is onside. Springer, Roberts. Roberts, Springer. Springer working his way, getting the cross in. Deshaun clearing. As far as Brown. Brown going hard to the right. Who's over there? Batties. Thomas is trying to help him. Thomas, Rasim, clears it, but only as far as Southstars. Hanley, Shamari Hanley. He played for Newtown last year. Transferred to Southstars. Here they come, beating Ricaldo. There's a man in the box. The foot comes in just in time from the man Siobhan Matthew.
Another good move again by Newtown, using the width of the field, getting the ball towards the byline and hook it back in. And here comes another one. Nice cross inside the box. But good defending, good defensive header there. Get the ball out of danger. But here they're looking now to turn defense into attack.
Ronaldo getting help from Clarissa Gomes. Clarissa down to Ronaldo. Ronaldo trying to walk the man. He's gone to his weaker foot. He crosses and goes out into touch. Goal kick to Newtown. But a good counter, great counter, well
very
constructed.
Good counter indeed. He started from a defensive header, inside their own box.
From Deshaun Hewlett.
Good. And they took the ball way up inside the opposition half.
Without Newtown touching it.
Very good movement indeed by Southstars. They're looking very good indeed. Here they are again. Forced to defend again. Newtown looking for that go-ahead goal. Still deadlock at 1-1.
They won't get it at that time. They come again. Jabari. Big clearance from Shamari Hanley. Over to the left side. Springer is trying to get around the man. He can't believe that the whistle has gone. He thought he did a good job in turning the man and getting the ball into touch.
I know you have said on a few occasions that that with so many teams, the quality and the competitive nature of the league could be diluted. But it's good to see. It's good to see teams below taking points from teams above. You have seen Olo Jets getting points, getting full points from Garden Hotspurs, getting full points from St. Peter's. You have seen St. Peter's getting full points from St. Paul's. You have seen Bath United getting full points from Southstars, and also getting a point from Newtown. No, Canary, they drew against Canary. Bath United drew against Canary. So the teams below are looking to be competitive, not just with teams around them, but teams above them in the table. Here comes Newtown. Newtown looking to turn 1 point into 3 points.
And Southstars defending for all the marbles. Knocking the ball away, fighting every ball. Here is Shamari Hanley, mussing his way. Nalvin Nisbet trying to get a number on Mills. Mills gets it to Springer. Springer gets it to Isaac. Springer eventually gets it. Springer trying to walk the man down the left flank. He's been doing a lot of attacking. Chipped up. Finds Isaac. Roberts. Met by Ricaldo. Ricaldo has some room. Goes over to try to find Nisbet. Mills gets here just in time. Knocked down by Nisbet. That one almost got over Mills' head. And that could have spelled disaster because there was Ronaldo Nisbet waiting to pounce on it. In the end, he fouled the man.
I could hear those famous lyrics, must win, harking back to those days when Newtown used to dominate the league. And no matter what position they are in, Newtown still felt they could win a game. So I could hear them. Could still hear it now, must win.
Pass to the far side.
But
this gun could be dangerous. The cross comes in now, but it's a wasted cross. Goes all the way across the box to no one in particular.
Yes, Newtown looking for that important goal. Yes, and we have just about just less than 10 minutes now in the 90.
And the ball going outside, being lost for momentarily into the spillover area, would give Southstars a chance to breathe.
Southstars taking the own time. They'll be
rush.
happy with a point from this game.
Yes. Roberts. His throw looked a bit one-handed, you know. This looked like almost a foul throw. I looked at him before. Looking at him again. Substitutions coming in. Good time to put in some substitution. Fresh legs for the last 8-10 minutes or so. The number 4 comes in. That's Shamar Douglas, a defender. There's free Roberts down the left flank. Roberts can't control it. Matthews there, clearing. But not very far. Ball goes into touch. Springer takes it quickly. Springer trying to go up to the carry it is. The carry trying to buy a foul. David Phipps is not impressed. Goes back to Newtown. Brown. Beaten by Thomas. Thomas trying to pick off that one. Right side. Overlapping. Not such a good pass. Allows Southstars to get there first. Then they knock the ball into touch. Throw into Newtown. Here comes Newtown. Jabari Isaac gets it back. Lead on pass to Rasim Thomas overlapping. Rasim sends it over. Header in the net this time. Newtown not even celebrating. Oh, now they celebrate.
It was coming. That is just the exact side where Newtown was making those runs down the right wing. Took the ball towards the byline. It was a good interplay on the far side of the far touchline. Played the ball. Look at it. Cut back in. Nice ball back in. And there was, is it Phipps?
The carry it was, yes.
Yes, Phipps. Heading that one down. Nudging it just like Springer did in the first half. Nice header. Close range header. Heading down and up. Goalkeeper had no chance.
I thought it looked as if he felt the ball was going out. The way he approached that ball.
Yes, he was sort of coming across to that one. But it was a good header in a poor fashion, heading the ball down and getting it on the crossbar, giving Newtown the lead. So Newtown is relieved now. They have gotten back the lead. They fought hard for the lead.
It looked like they're looking for another one. Getting on the keeper. The keeper's out of position. In fact, he was offside. The Latire James to the ground as he let the play unfolded. Offside.
Yes, Newtown, after enjoying the lead for a long time, gave up that lead. Have to fight very hard to get it back. So they wouldn't want to lose that lead again. Here they are now forced to defend. As Southstars looking to get the equalizer for a second time.
Hanley.
But they only have 5 minutes in the 90 plus stoppage time to get.
Remember, we always say the mark of a good team, the mark of a great team is to get that goal, that all-important goal when it matters most. And Newtown is showing the mark of a good team tonight, getting an all-important go-ahead goal in the 83rd minute. And they will do well now to hold on for the next 5 minutes, 5-7 minutes or so.
This is Newtown now, must win. Has it been brought back those lyrics? Must win.
You
Newtown.
urge them on.
and
now they're bringing in an extra defender. This is Kalandra Maynard coming in for 22, which is Batiste. Batiste who played at the wing. So I guess they're going to put an extra defender in the middle, through the middle. Kalandra is going to play in the left back position. That's my speculation. Springer might go over to the middle to bust it.
Is that Maynard? Yeah, Maynard, who normally plays.
Yes, normally plays left back.
Yes.
And Kian Batiste was on the right wing. And so they were putting Dagne. Dagne Roberts has gone to the right side. Aginel. Esdell. Miscontrols. Loses his balance. Regains his balance. Springer. Gets the cross in, And in fact, he was offside as Calandra Maynard.
Well, yes, he was offside and they're using the VAR rule, Al. They waited.
22, Kevin Matisse, and number 13, Kevin Jamena. In the 87th minute.
You can hear the voice of Sadler, young men Sadler, trying to make sure that the instructions are clear. As Springer goes more to the middle of the field to support Brown and Mills. He's also getting cover from the other Brown, Kevin Brown. And so they're looking to keep that area tight, what? Maynard overlapping, trying to win a corner. Goal kick, says David Phipps.
Oh, this will be a big win for Newtown, considering the situation. They were about to drop some points again, as they did against Detby, but they got the equal. They got the win. The go-ahead goal. It could potentially be the winning goal.
I know they're looking for more. Roberts, the carry. Shamari won it momentarily. Newtown again took over. Picked off by Southstars. Meanwhile, the player there was in an offside position. Referee asking for the ball to be stopped. And for Shamari Hanley to get some attention.
Well, Southstars, after fighting so hard to get the equalizer, they find themselves behind again, and as it is, they remain on a dock as far as getting a point, as far as getting off the mark with the point is concerned. They're still on a dock, so we have less than a minute in the 90 to go, and then we have time for stoppages. There may not be many stoppages time, much stoppages time, but for sure.
What I noticed you're using a lot of cricket terminologies with Southstars. You know, hit for 6 in the first half against Old Road, hit for another 6. Now they're on a duck.
I didn't realize that, but yes.
They must be West Indies.
They're on a duck. They yet to come off the mark as far as point is concerned. So yeah, after being hit for 6 twice. Hit for 6 in the first half against Jets, and hit for 6 in the second half against Jets. Hit for a big 12, and now they're yet to come off the mark as far as points is concerned. And here they're forced to defend. They had a very good chance, but conceded a goal, gave Newtown the lead. Goal.
4 minutes, what? That's all Southstars will have left.
4 minutes.
That's Reginald Gums is just sat there. A long ball to the left side, trying to find an overlapping Maynard. He has the ability and the permission to overlap, and he's doing so now. Will he get that one? Yes, he'll get that one. Has it now, but not before the line. Substitution. That should come from Newtown. They are going to take out Jabari Isaac. And they're going to bring in Beyonce Green. Haven't seen him in a while. Another defensive type player, so he's probably going to sit as a number 6, control the center defensive midfield for the last 3 minutes or so. Yeah, they're combining. Green gets his first touch. Goes up to the carry. Carry over to Maynard. Maynard trying to speed on the left flank. Ricardo. Archibald is fouled. The carry Phipps gets. In fact, it's Kalanje.
Yeah, he's
Kalanje
a card.
Maynard.
He's not accustomed to cards. I don't know. He has this aggressive tendency about him. Picking up a card is Maynard.
Sometimes the coaches would love to see an aggressive tendency, especially with the wing backs. If anybody don't want to be aggressive with the wing backs, they would tend to rough up the wingers and prevent crosses from coming in.
Yes, the Maynard showing that quality tonight. And I guess he would have come on just for that. He came on after the goal was scored, right?
Yes.
Yes. So Newtown looking to preserve the lead and to pick up full points from this game, which they would have expected before the start of the game. They would have expected to get full points from it, but they were under some pressure for some time.
Southstars not doing themselves any justice by fouling.
Exactly.
Every time they foul, the whistle goes, the play stops. And you know at this stage, Newtown will not rush to take anything.
Well, of course, just look at Newtown. They look relaxed, not in any hurry at all. And Springer with a nice long diagonal ball.
Over to Dagny Roberts. He picks it up in the box. He drops it back for the carry. The carry chips it to the far side. Not yet out of the woods. Maynard puts it back into action. Headed away by Southstars. Brown slides it forward. Newtown gets it back. Chipped that goal. Kevis Hanley parries it down and goes with number 1, center circle. Foul to Southstars. They don't have much time left. At one point in the game, they were relishing their chances at either a draw or a surprise win. Now, they have to go back to the status quo. Getting through is a man on the far side. Fakes the man. Ball comes across. Saved by Newtown. They come forward. Dagny Roberts trying to free Ajanel. Ball knocked away. It's a throw-in, and so Esdell cannot be offside. He took it in a very deep position, a very far position. And there goes the final whistle. Newtown persevering, owning the victory in big team style, pulling out a goal when most needed. 2 goals to 1. Newtown victors.
Big relief for Newtown players, coaching staff, and of course their fans. They picked up full points from this game. After at one point it looked as though they were going to share the points. Looked as though they were going to share the points with Southstars, but Jakari Phipps coming up with the winner for Newtown, giving them a win, 2 goals to 1, giving them 3 very important points. As we will be back with you with the
Good night, everyone. I'm here with Anwar Springer. What are your thoughts on the first half?
The first half, it was good, but could have been better. You know, we started out well, but then even though after the goal, we kind of stray from what we wanted to do. But at least we went in with the lead. So it was a good first half.
You got the goal late on. What was the message sent on to you at halftime?
Just stick with it. Just stay fighting. We needed these 3 points by any means necessary, so we just had to stick with it, play with urgency, play with some heart, some determination, and just try our best to come out with these 3 points by any means necessary.
So what will y'all be doing for the next game?
Well, we just go back to the training ground and work on the stuff what we did well in this game and try to correct the stuff we didn't do so well. And we know we got a tough opponent in St. Peter's, so we got to go out and train hard for the next game coming.
Yeah, thank you very much. Back to Master Control.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, small appliances, and much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court, or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles, and more, cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry, and much, much more. Their prices are unbeatable, and customer service is second to none. Shop at Caribana on Liverpool Row Bastair. Call 465-1745. At Caribana, find value supplies at great prices.
It's the new and improved SKN Newsline Android mobile app. With the SKN Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SKN Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SKN Newsline, and download the app today. The SKN Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigga business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos. Local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And And we have lots of room for you advertisers. And advertising is free right now. You heard me right. Free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
I'll start the way I ended. The mark of a good team. Newtown getting that all-important goal to get a 2-1 victory. Hard-fought victory over Trafalgar Southstars.
Yes, a very good victory indeed, and I'm sure the coaching staff and the fans must be relieved because Newtown having shared points with their
That spoke volumes.
Yeah, those are very strong words. And you see the play at the very end. You can see how they play at the very end. I don't know, they came out in the second half a bit flat. And then after Southstars scored that goal, Southstars looked better because Southstars had about 3 chances before they actually scored the equalizer. After the equalizer, Newtown waked up a bit. They came to life after the equalizer.
You picked it up. You picked it up in the game, and you said, we was this Newtown team all the time. They really played a lot of energy. They got down behind the Southstars defense and sent in some important crosses.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's exactly what they were doing, especially from the right side. They were going towards the byline and hooking the ball back in towards the danger area. And Phipps scores a similar fashion, the way Springer scored in the first half. That's the same way Phipps scored just on the edge of the 6-yard box. Even inside the 6-yard box, he was able to head the ball from close range into the back of the net.
Even more important that you realize that it's the wing backs who are getting up and making those crosses. That assist came from Rasim Thomas, the right back. We also saw Springer when he was playing left back, got up on this side many times and put in crosses to ask questions of the Southstars defense.
Yes, well, very good to see that the wide players providing assists for the front men. And Newtown, as I said, they'll be quite relieved because at one point it looked as though they surely were going to share the points with Southstars.
Well, they move up to 7 points, still all alone in the number 9 spot. Do you think it's a point when they can make a run?
Yes, I think this could be a time for Newtown to reset and regroup and start a very good run. They're quite capable. They're not playing too badly, but they just need some encouragement. And I said that 3 points could really give them a run of good play. I don't know what the fixture look like, if it's a fixture that's going to favor them for the next 3 games or so. But surely they could start making a run from this win.
Let's go match by match, Watts. And I kind of set you up for that question because the next match is against St. Peter's.
And St. Peter's is in great form. So
I wouldn't say great form. They've been hot and they've been cold.
Well, they've been hot and...
The St. Peter's we saw against St. Paul's wasn't the St. Peter's we saw against Old Road Jets.
Well, that's true. Apart from Old Road Jets playing good football, I think St. Peter's didn't play the best football, especially in the attacking third.
And so, it leads me back to what I was saying. Newtown and St. Peter's, you were touting that this is a time when Newtown can make the run. Do you see them beating uncommon form? Because remember, the inconsistency is always beating us, preventing us from making good predictions. Do you see Newtown handling St. Peter's uncommon form in next weekend's game?
No, and that's why I provided the caveat that I don't know what the other 3 games would be like, but I believe they could reset, regroup, and start a run. But hearing that they have to play against St. Peter's, that could provide a problem for them.
Okay, we'll end tonight's show by asking Watts to give some predictions on the games that we anticipate to be on this weekend. On Saturday, the next match you'll see once you tune in will be St. Paul's United losing their last match against the rampaging Old Road Jets. This is the hot seat for you.
That's the best way to describe them, rampaging. They're really on the rampage, and I think they will be catching St. Paul at a very good point. St. Paul's are without the 2 main strikers. I will give them a win. I will give them a win over St. Paul's. In the form that they're in, the momentum, the self-belief that they have right now, I think they could beat St. Paul. St. Paul's having lost their first game for the season. They're a bit vulnerable.
I'll put that one as a draw. Old Road Jets will score first, and St. Paul's will find the resolve to get back one late in the game.
If St. Paul's do score first, and it's all over. St. Paul's hard labour score first and go on to lose the game.
It's St. Paul's we know.
Yes.
And then we have Connery, the resurgent Connery, against Garden Hotspurs.
Oh, that's another tight game. Yes, Connery, having gone through the problems, they are still able to beat Saddlers, who are on a very good run. Coming up against Garden Hotspurs, who look good. As I said, they're genuine title contenders for this year. Yeah, I will give Garden Hotspurs the edge, considering the problems that Connery is facing right now.
Battle of the bottom. Bath United against Debe Eagles.
Debe. Sorry. Bath United. I give Bath United the edge. Maybe they have not scored many goals. They just got off the mark in the game before Keon, because they lost against Keon in the last game, and they beat. They would have won against Southstars 2-0. They were the only 2 goals, so they're not scoring goals. They're defending well, playing well in midfield, playing well in defense, but up front they're not doing well. So if they do go on to win this game against Debe, I would say no more than 3 goals.
And finally, Keon versus Saddlers on Sunday. Last game on Sunday. Keon versus Saddlers.
Saddlers is in great problems, and it's a really. I don't want to say this, but they're in problems. Having the last game, I think Saddlers didn't look at the season. They were losing, and they end up with two red cards. So they have lost against Connery after a very good run. Lost against Connery, and then lost the game against Spurs,
and lost players against Spurs,
and lost players. So they could be in some...
And key players too.
Very key players. So they could be in some problems. I think they should be coming out to at least keep a clean sheet and get a full point. Get at least a point from the game. Their main aim should be to keep a clean sheet and try to get... Well, if a goal comes, better still. But keep a clean sheet and try to get at least a point from this game coming up.
But we all know that Keon tend to play up and down. Yeah. The stronger the opposition, the stronger the play. The weaker the opposition, the weaker the play. We have seen that. We can see that fairly.
Well, they proved us wrong. They didn't follow the script in the last game.
Against
they played against Bath, and they were able to put in 4. Or it could have been, that was at least a 6-0. It could have been a 6-0. Bath didn't play the best. I'm sure. Bath didn't play the best at all. Bath normally be stiffer than that. They didn't play the best. Okay, I should have done better. Coming up against Saddlers, well, they normally be a very tight game between the two teams.
Normally, yes.
Yes, it's normally a tight game between
Saddlers,
the two.
Nick Keon and get a win, being the quote-unquote underdog team in that game.
But they're very vulnerable. With 2 consecutive losses, plus they have 2 players red carded, two main players red carded, they could be in some problems against Keon.
And at least another one on quarantine, Mick Phipps, the lone representative on the national side.
Good, yes. So that's an advantage again.
You've heard what's predictions. I'm sure you're making your own predictions, and I'm sure you're supporting your own team to win the game. Do tune in again, where our next match on tap will be St. Paul's United versus Olo Jets. See you tomorrow. Have a good night.